Welcome back to another Bargain Savage video, and today I have for you this Tech-1 Bluetooth speaker. Now this one is called Rage Portable Speaker. Somebody contacted me through one of the messages on one of my other videos and said to check this one out. They'd love to see a review on it. So this one is the Rage. Now, I believe it was $5, right on the money. What do we got on the box here? IPX4, splash proof. It's got a carrying loop. Ooh, wow. And looks like it's got some buttons on the top here. It says 360-degree sound. We're going to put that to the test. And it's got a lip flap for USB, Bluetooth, carrying loop, same thing on the back, all the way around. Nothing on top, and your usual stuff on the bottom. So let's take a look at what we get inside the box. All right, no packing on top, no packing on the bottom. Don't expect much. Actually looks not too bad. It's got a black plastic Tech-1 logo on it there. Comes with a book and some instructions here. And it's a little dicey because it appears to be only in French. Now, I do live in Canada, but I do not speak French. So that's not going to help me much. Nope. Nothing else in the other one. Well, just have to wing it. Here is your micro USB to USB-A. And that's how long it is. So, since I can't read it, we got 4 buttons on the top. We got a minus, a plus. It looks like a play pause with a phone, an M, and a power button. So let's try and power it up here. I don't know if it lights up or anything. Whoa. Seems fairly loud off the bat. Now, I bet you it's not going to be in pairing mode, but I'll check it out. There we go. I have Tech-1 Rage on my phone here. It says pairing. Pairing request. Okay. Well, that was pretty easy. All right. Now we got to find something to listen to.
Yeah, I can never focus on sleep. You're so pretty every damn thing. Baby, could you help me? Cause I'm freezing. If it wants to stem, it's cause I miss me. You say that you will love me every night and day. And I promise you that I would do the same. I'm not that nobody will love you the same way.
Okay, so to turn the volume down, you have to hold the minus, and the volume goes down. Hold the plus, volume goes up. All right. So my first impressions off of this is it's pretty loud actually, but very distorted. And we're gonna get a full decibel meter here, and I'm gonna have to do 2 because one's gonna be what it sounds like decently and what decibel that is, and then just max decibel. I don't have my ruler down here, so we won't be able to get a perfect size measurement there from how far I've been doing it in previous videos, but we'll give her a shot here. Let's try some other stuff.
Baby, come on.
So this is 3/4.
I give you your head. Find your girlfriend. Oh, let go your head.
Maximum.
Yeah, it's fine. Cause you'll never see me. I'm better than you think you. You're not very simple, you.
Oh, here's a classic one. Okay, I don't know if this song is a little quieter or the first one that I was playing was a little bit distorted, but it's actually sounding a lot better at full volume, but it also doesn't sound as loud either. Little different genre. Okay, I will try and find another test track that we used on most of the other ones to do the decibel testing. One thing that I notice here when I'm grabbing it around, you'll see that it looks like a cloth-like material on there. Well, it actually is. You can move that on there. So it is just a cloth wrap on there. Actually looks pretty good. Looks like it's going to get really dirty, but I mean, for $5, you're going to beat the heck out of this thing anyway. It sounds decent enough. Now let's try and find the track to do the decibel test on. Okay, so I couldn't find the track that I was looking for, so I disconnected this off Bluetooth. I'm going to connect my Bluetooth again and see if it automatically pairs. And it didn't automatically, but I clicked on it. There it is. So now let's just find a random song here, and we'll do the decibel test. All right. Looks like 110.7 is what we got at approximately 5 inches away. 110.7. Not bad. But now so we're going to put the 360 to the test. So now if this is 360 sound, if I move this around here, I should be able to get about 110 decibels all the way around. So let's give that a shot. Okay, so I didn't get 110 at the back, which I didn't think I was going to, but we got 108.7. And when I moved this around, I knew it wasn't going to be 360-degree sound because I can definitely feel the direction. I'm just going to turn this around. So my microphone's positioned right about there, and then I will turn this back on, and I'll rotate it 360 degrees, and then you can decide for yourself. Okay, so there it is. I will put an update for how long the battery will last. I'm unsure of that. That will be the next thing to test. So actually, you know what? I will fully charge it, and then I will try and play it dead tomorrow, and then we'll see if we can get a time on it. Okay, so I may have jumped the gun just a little bit about doing the review on this. I seem to be getting a little bit rusty and forgot a few things. Now, one of the main things I forgot was the flap. I was playing around with it. I listened to it for approximately an hour off of the factory charge, and it still hasn't died. But I thought I wanted to take a look at the charging port, and lo and behold, when I opened the flap, it is got some other stuff in there that I kind of find interesting. So it does have the charge port here. It's a micro USB. There's also a micro SD card slot and a USB-A, and also a auxiliary input, 3.5 millimeter on there. So that got me thinking. It's got a mode button on it. So I shoved this in here like so, and I pushed the mode button, and it turned itself into a radio, FM only. And I do have to say that most of these cheap speakers that I have reviewed, the the FM and radio inside of them only picks up like one channel that is our local channel. Now this one actually picked up a channel that is a station, I should say, station that's farther away. There isn't a lot of stations in my area. There was what I thought was a programming button, like trying to find and seek the stations, which was a little sketchy, but I held down the play pause phone call button there, and it did scan through channels. It did pick up 4 different static channels that I could hit the plus button and skip through them, but it also in kept in the 2 other channels, the one that was fairly staticky, but I could still listen to it, and then the other one that's the local station that come in crystal clear. It came in so clear that I could pull this out and there was no static still. But when I pulled this out of the other one that's farther away, it got very staticky, too much to listen to, actually. So now I should probably give this SD card a little try. Okay, couldn't find the SD card, but I did find this thumb drive. So now I'm going to shove it in here, and we'll see. Oh, so it started lighting up, and it started playing. There's a pause button. So you can play it off of a thumb drive, which most likely means you can play it off of a micro SD card as well. I'm not going to test out the auxiliary on that, but I am going to test the decibels out on this one with a different track. Okay, there's our golden track. That's kind of what I tested everything with. Now I'm gonna try and judge here about the distance that I kind of tested these other ones out before. Turn this on, set it to max, quit talking when I set it to max, and we'll try it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we got a reading of 106.7 at a distance. Now we're going to go point blank range and see what we can get at that. All right, so there you see it, 111.8 at point blank range. I mean, that's fairly loud, but doesn't really sound the best there. If you turn it down a notch or two, this thing is pretty good. Now, as for the 360-degree sound, I'm does it play all around? Yes, it does. But there seems to be a little issue with the vocals. So I sat in the middle of the kitchen table and I started doing laps all the way around it to listen to it. And definitely where the logo is here on the front is much cleaner, much fuller sounding. It's got the highs in it. When you walk to about here, like I would say there's pretty decent sounding for 180 degrees on this, but 360 is not. Yes, you can still hear it from the behind. Like I push on here, I don't know if there's holes or something in there to allow, and it's one of those cones in the inside to allow the sound to travel in there. I don't think it is because I should be getting even treble all the way around. But once you face that to the back there, you don't hear a lot of high end frequency, and it's really muddy. But from the 180-degree point, it sounds pretty good. Now, I still haven't charged it. It's still running on the factory charge. And I gotta say, for a $5 Bluetooth speaker, it actually kind of blows my mind. You're not gonna find anything better for that cheap price. Are you gonna find better? Absolutely, but not for $5. I mean, for $5, if you're going to the beach, you can grab one of these. You go to the beach, it gets wet, it gets wrecked. You probably aren't gonna be too worried about it, or it gets lost. You're out $5. It's not like buying a $150 JBL and you're kind of a little upset about losing something like that. Even though if you did get that one in the water, it would be completely fine. But yeah, very, very impressed with this radio and USB. That's not on the box. I did not see that anywhere on the box. Nowhere. It says contents, one speaker, one charging cable, one manual. Ha! See, that's the problem. There's only one manual on each one. So they can't give you both, you know, uh, languages to help you out there because there's only one manual. But from what I've learned so far, pushing these buttons quickly is skipping tracks, and holding them is what's controlling the volume. So if you push it fast, it doesn't do anything. If you're running, say, YouTube on it, or what I was running before is my Power Director program. So when I pushed that quickly, nothing happened at all. Uh, I'm wondering in YouTube if it would actually skip track or not. But if you hold it, goes up, goes down. Was showing the volume on my phone. Mode, I only found two modes on here. One mode is for Bluetooth. The other mode is radio. Starts hissing. You can hear that. Power button. And I didn't try and take a call on it. And I don't ever plan on trying to take a call on it. So I'm not even going to test that. So the last thing I'm going to do, and you probably won't see my face again, is I'll throw up a chart on approximately how long it went on a full charge. So thanks for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, that would be appreciated too. Have a great day. Okay, well, in the end, I don't think you'll believe this. I listened to it for quite some time at 3 notches below max volume, and unbelievably, it lasted 14 hours, over 14 hours of playtime. So sometime around the 14-hour mark, the battery low level indicator beep started to go off, and it was quite loud. And it started at the 20% battery life, but thankfully at 20% battery, it only lasted 10 more minutes. Now I say this because it beeped every minute on the minute for 10 minutes straight, very loud. Other than that, when I charged it, I will say that the red light come on. You can see a hole through the top, and you can see the light under the flap. And when I just left it plugged in, so I don't know how long it took to actually charge it. But when I went back the next day to look at it, the red light was completely off. So that must tell you that it is fully charged. That's all I got to say about that. Thanks for watching.